Hello my friends, welcome to another Trannabis test video. Chronically Wired products here again. As a reminder, Chronically Wired is an incredible company that has products CBD and not that are there to heal your body, mind, and soul. The products, all the proceeds are going to support those suffering from autoimmune diseases, specifically to pay their bills, hospital bills, rent, food, all of the things that they need to survive, because for those who don't know, autoimmune diseases are very expensive to take care of because oftentimes they are not something that are terminal, but something that is lifelong to manage. And as someone who knows what that's like quite a bit, I care deeply about what they are doing. And Marlo, who is the founder and brilliance behind Chronically Wired, is a lupus warrior, and she has been incredibly inspiring and insightful to me in supporting me within my health as well, and it thrills me to support her products. My favorite of all of her products are her CBD bath bombs, which, as you can see, come in all different looks, shapes, sizes. They're getting even cooler all the time, honestly, and these are definitely two of my favorites, the lotus flower and the Woodstock beetle. I love the 60s and 70s era, and I think that these are super fun. So why do I love these bath bombs? Well, no matter the look of the bath bomb, these CBD bath bombs have as much natural elements and ingredients as possible, and they have, honestly, incredible healing powers, not only because they are made from love, but because of how the ingredients are sourced and what they put in here. The CBD is clearly high quality, because when I bathe with these, I honestly feel like a new person when I get out of the bathtub. And I'm someone who has fibromyalgia and a lot of other really complicated illnesses where I'm in full body pain often, all the time. I've gone in periods of my life, much of my time where I've been sick, where I was in 10 out of 10 pain all the time. And it's things like these bath bombs that really can take me from being a 10 out of 10 to being even half as much pain, which is truly extraordinary, because many people like me go through a lot of different experiences with Western medicine and simply other things that just don't work for us or make us even worse. And one of the many reasons why I align so much with Marlo is that I'm so inspired by the fact that she used to be on all these medications, and she's used things like CBD bath bombs and crystals to get her off all these medications. And with her help, along with other cannabis products and Trannabis Chi, I have done the same thing, and I'm essentially on a fraction of medications and nothing remotely serious the way that I once was. And these bath bombs are a piece of that. So these bath bombs, it's recommended that you soak for 20 to 30 minutes, making the water as hot as possible and making sure that you're crumbling these into the bath or letting them fully soak in and disintegrate and disperse before you get into the bath. Unfortunately, my bath situation has rather changed and is not really ideal for bath bombs. However, I have a lot of time on my feet within Trannabis Chi, as well as in general pain that I can have, because we have so many ligaments and nerves and things on our feet. I just realized you can't see my feet, but I'm touching them. And ultimately I have a bucket, and so I was thinking that instead of doing a full body soak, I would see what would happen if I soaked my feet with these bath bombs. And these bath bombs each have 150 milligrams of CBD in them. The Woodstock one says that these are the ingredients: baking soda, citric acid, Epsom salt, sunflower oil, cornstarch, cream of tartar, kaolin clay, coconut milk powder, polysorbate 80, SLSA, witch hazel, and a Woodstock 69 fragrance oil. So the magic ingredients in here outside of the CBD are the kaolin clay and the coconut milk powder and the witch hazel And I would also say for sure the Epsom salt. So those are all things that really help with inflammation. And a lot of times inflammation is what is causing pain, especially for those with autoimmune illnesses. So with that said, I'm going to get this set up and take you with me, and we will have a little bit of a chat, and I'll let you know how my feet are doing, because actually they're quite sore. All right, my friends, so as you saw, I put the bath bombs, both of them in this bucket where I am soaking my feet as we speak. It almost feels like a little volcano underneath my feet right now, because my feet are on top of one of them, which is still breaking up. I decided, because the other one disintegrated, that I was just gonna go ahead and put my feet in while the other one was disintegrating. And it's bubbling up underneath my feet, which kind of feels nice. So ultimately, these bath bombs are focused predominantly on the aroma as well as the healing, not so much all of the colorization that occurs. Like in a lot of bath bombs, it might look very cool that they have a lot of color dye in them and change the colors of your bathtub, for example. Ultimately, not all of those ingredients are probably ones that you really want to use. And so having them look cute on the outside but be practical in terms of healing on the inside is really the goal, I think, of these bath bombs. And I find them to be really healing. Right now, I'm soaked up to above the top of my ankles, and I'm feeling really nice being in here. It's definitely relaxing, it's comfortable. I would have thought maybe, because I feel like I probably have some, cuts, or, I don't know, my feet are really dry, especially because I spent some time in the desert, and I would have thought that it might hurt. It doesn't. So you get a lot of very gratifying suds. There's definitely a lot of the fluff and the bubbles that you would hope to find. And the fact that they take so long to disintegrate really shows to the quality of the actual products that are underneath. The fact that they are very cute and sparkly. I really like the way this feels. And I anticipate that my feet are going to feel so much better in a little while. I already know that it feels more relaxing, so I will check in with you. All right, so it has been about 20 minutes. My feet are getting pruned, the water is cold, and I am going to take my feet out. The water is like a milky pink, I guess, from the combinations of these. Dump this out. Yeah, like a pinkish purple as it's going in there. So, how are my feet feeling? I would say that looking at my feet, they're definitely, to touch, they're certainly softer. They're a little bit red, which tells me that I'm getting some good blood flow and circulation in my feet. And I would say that, truthfully, they are a little bit less sore. And so, again, even if you don't have access to the bathtub, I would say that doing this for hands or feet could also be something that is really beneficial. I know that right now with the pandemic, we may not feel comfortable taking baths depending on how many people you live with or things like that. But all you really need, this is not fancy at all. It's just a bucket that I would ordinarily use for cleaning, and I sanitized it beforehand and decided to, clean that out and use that for the soaking process. So there are plenty of ways to enjoy these bath bombs. If you have the ability to take a bath with them and get the full body soak, it's incredible. My favorite way to do it for sure. And I actually love having a vape or a joint with me in the process to make it that much more accessible, and of course get the entourage effect, which is when you have multiple cannabinoids and terpenes all together to really create a superpower effect. So thank you so much, Chronically Wired, for sponsoring me. I love, love, love these bath bombs. Go to chronicallywired.com, use my code Trannabis15, that's Trannabis15, or you can actually DM them on chronically_wired on Instagram. They take custom orders as well, and you can give them the discount code there as well when you ask for whatever it is that you want. Again, the bath bombs are simply one of the many products that they offer, but certainly my favorite. This has been another Trannabis test, and I will see you next week.